Hello everybody, it's Sean from the Blue Screeners, and we're here with Anno 1800. Now, Anno is a series that I have a rich history with. I believe the first Anno game I played was Anno 1704 AD when I was probably about 12 years old. No, probably before that. I was like either 8 or 9, and I just enjoyed the city building aspect of it. And so I decided I want to do a series in this game just to kind of take a break from the heavily micro-intensive Paradox games and do more of a city building, production management kind of relaxing game. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. We're not going to do the campaign. Not really feeling doing all that with the set environment. We'll go and do sandbox. Less guidance. And for our portrait, we're just going to see something interesting. I haven't played this game too much, so I don't have a lot of the achievements. We'll go with Phantom of the Opera. Maybe. We doing Phantom of the Opera? I also like this guy's hat. It just speaks to me in a way. Yeah, we'll run with Phantom of the Opera since I haven't shown my face on the channel. We'll assume that's what I look like behind the screen, so to speak. For a logo, let's think. I kind of like the dashing gentlemanliness of the top hat and monocle. Let's think. What's relaxing and nice to look at? What's kind of... I think we'll go with the top hat. What's a cool color for everyone to look at? I think yellow's fine. Second looks, we have the eye, with this guy with the Illuminati symbol on his head. Yeah, this works for me. We'll go with the refined top hat. Keep all of the DLCs and things that I've spent money on. And for our name, Clifford Bunty. That works. But not Clifford, we'll just be Cliff. Cliff Bunty. There we go. We'll do custom settings. Difficulty preset, we'll just keep it normal. We'll do large islands, silent difficulty's fine. Fertile, plenty, archipelago. All that works for me. I'm not trying to really stress too much. If people enjoy this, maybe I'll go back and do challenge runs. But I just kind of want to chill and relax. Our characters, we'll just throw... He's the anarchist.
If you think neighboring an anarchist will be chaos, you deceive yourself. Anarchy is order.
Just let me be. I'm fine.
George
All
Smith,
I
because I
need
like
is
his
my
voice. We'll not do the princess. Maybe we throw in
Von Malking is the name on everyone's lips at society gatherings.
This guy is disgusting.
I may well be the foremost visionary of any era.
We'll go with Carl. And then we'll do Beryl. I like Beryl. She's nice. With her shopkeeper husband from the debtor's prison. Little criminal. This is our lineup. Diverse group of people. Our faction customization, we'll keep them all on. We'll have this night the pirates stay about middle. That's fine. Income. We'll do medium income. Sure, and active upkeep. Construction costs, we'll do half. Punish myself. We will rotate buildings. Normal. 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 Medium. Medium. We'll start with just the flagship. No harbor, because I like to colonize. Starting capital will be medium. And we won't reveal the map. I like the exploration aspect. Sure, we'll just arbitrarily decide what amount of money I want. All the investors, all the pop, all the wealth, all the revenue. And we'll keep diplomatic off. And we'll start the game. Might be cutting out this loading screen depending on how long it takes, so I will see you all whenever we get back in the game. All right, we're back. And we now have our flagship, the Endeavor. We're gonna start exploring. Let me get used to the controls here. I haven't played this game in a while. We got Rover, Red Tide from Barrel. Alright, and we're looking for a pretty big island to start ourselves off here. This has the fertilities that we want. Cannot ask for a better island, I think. Unless there's a dock over. Oh, let's go with this dock. Do it fast before this guy colonizes.
Don't expect me to shake your disease.
You bastard.
hand.
Okay. That sucks. Let's keep going this way.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Looks like a pretty good island over here.
Ready for orders.
The fertilities are kind of off the charts on these starting islands. Maybe that might have been a little bit too advanced setting for me. But oh well. Okay. This looks pretty cool.
A competitor raised a settlement.
I see potential here.
Attention for the Admiral.
Wow, sorry. I'm used to my controls from EU4 and things like that. Gotta get used to this type. Let's see. We don't have clay here, so that's terrible. Let's go over here. Find us an island with clay. We'll be a little behind the AI. That's fine. I don't mind too much. I just know for a fact that I want some clay here.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Here we go. We do have a clay deposit here. Only one, but that's fine for our purposes. This is a big one. I like it though. This will be our home. Assuming no one settles it right as I go to do something here. Let us think. We got this nice raised plateau. We got this cool... Okay. I can see some things we could do here. We got copper, limestone, coal, zinc, and iron. And a lot of fertility. We don't have furs, so we'll have to do some exploration to get our furs.
On our way.
This guy already have a quest for me.
It's deeply trivial.
Let's
Don't
bring
keep me
in
waiting.
timber. Music of this game is really nice. I think I might have to turn it down just a tad, though. It's a little loud for me, so we'll just crank that down, maybe about to 45. I like my even. Nah, I missed it. Tragic. I keep using my WAS to try to control
Flagship ready for
the
orders.
camera, and it does not work like that.
New orders?
Okay. At this point, we're going to need to slow down once we settle this. Where's the button? There's normally a button to found things. What's the button? I'm forgetting everything.
Flagship awaiting instructions.
Ah, there it is. We'll go right in the middle of this. Right there, we'll build our trading post.
Flagship at your
More
service.
beautiful.
We're still in slow, so let's go ahead and do some planning here. So, in construction, we need to build ourselves a nice little setup here. So where do we want to put our city? We're on slow motion, so I can take the time to plan things out. I kind of like the idea of starting with, you know, a city down here and then working our way up and around. We've got, these are the iron deposits. Where is our single clay deposit? It's back there. So let's think about maybe doing something Oh, maybe this could have been a better spot to do it, because I could go right back there. But, oh well. I can always adjust things later. Just build a road out this way. Then I want to try to get equidistant here. Let's see, how many... This is where I get really anal about how I do my spreading here. Let's just do, maybe this will be our middle path. Build us a road. Turn blueprint mode on. And we're going to start planning out what we want our civilization to look like. So we'll start with something like... Why is it not letting me do what I want to do here? So let's... Two, three. There's a reason I'm doing it like this. It's just partially aesthetics and part planning for the future. We'll do a main road kind of avenue situation just to start us. Little 3x3 groupings because I think it looks aesthetically pleasing. Alright, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to plot out like my plan for a little city here, and I'll be back once I have it all assembled, and we'll start the building process. We're back. And I've got myself a start of some city planning going on. This is kind of what I'm going for. I want to kind of break out of the standard grid format that you can do in a lot of these building games, so I'm trying to do something a little bit different. We'll see how far I can get with it, or if it kind of flounders. I already foresee some issues arising with this design, particularly how, getting between the circles here. But I think this is aesthetically pleasing, and I can always adjust it as we go on. I'm not going to try super hard, do too much here right now. But before we get things going, let us get some timber production. Now, these are 1-to-1, and they build pretty fast, so we're going to go for 2 sawmills. We're going to be in blueprint mode for this. We're going to build them up here. We'll start with having our timber huts. We'll get you out of blueprint mode here, so we'll do timber hut here. And we'll do a timber hut here. That will be 2 of those, and I think I can fit a sawmill. We'll just fit them right at the edge of the city here. We'll just go one here, and then 1 here. That all the way out, and we'll throw down a small warehouse to deal with the goods there. We'll just kind of circle it up. Alright, so that'll get us our basic level 1 production. And with that, we're going to need to start actually building out the goods they need. So we need a marketplace. I built this to be a little bit bland here. Let me think about where I want to put this. We could always slot one in here. Does that reach all the way over here? I think I know marketplace and inn together will fit very well. So let's just, for now, we'll do a temporary marketplace right in the middle. We'll probably adjust it as I plot down the inn later. But for now, this will do a good job of covering everything. And just like that, my plan for building immediately goes out the window. Let's build.
You reached a new milestone.
Huzzah! Alright, we're going to start losing money. I'm going to take my ship and have it go and do some exploration. That's not the key, that's W key. Let's grab the Endeavor, and we're going to just send it out to explore some more islands
Coordinates spotted.
while we wait for our things to build up. So our first goods we're going to have to make is going to be fish. And we'll get that need as we get more and more settlers. No warehouse. Okay, so I have to actually connect these. Cool.
farmhands.
We need more farmhands, okay? I can turn one
brings
of
you
you
here,
off. I
Matt?
kind of want to move this and get it to have perfect... perfect percentage here. Let's move you 100% there. 100% there. We complain about the workforce, that's fine. Like slot that in right between. You shouldn't need it, as this guy will go and pick it up, right? Maybe you do need it. I'm not sure. I haven't played this game in forever, so it's hard for me to remember all the functions. We'll just go off kilter. My need for symmetry is going to be the death of me in this game. Yeah, like right there, that hurts my skull just to look at it. But oh well, that's good enough for now. Alright, let's look at this island. We have a fur island. This will be a good second island for us. It's right by our first one, and we can do some trade real easy there. That should not be too big of an issue. Let's go and discover some more people. Augustus Gloop needs some timber, so we have to get that for him. Alright, I'm gonna do some exploration, and I'm gonna let our goods stockpile a little bit. As you can see, we're starting to build things up.
We need something first.
And once all these are stockpiled, I'll come back. So see you then. Alright, we're back. I've done a little bit of exploring and a little bit of accumulating of goods. Changed the districts here to be a little bit more easy for people to flow into and out of. And I've been building stuff out.
You reached a new
Like so.
milestone.
And we're now a happy little village. I am going to need to figure out what I want to do with this guy. He needs to be in a better spot. Maybe I'd put him like... Where's the... How much does the... we don't have enough for the pub yet. Also been setting out my guide to explore. Thank you for the update on ornaments. We have this unsettled island here. All these islands look very aesthetically pleasing to me. We have George Smith setting up over here. Looks like he's building his city out real fast. He's already got some brick factories, which is just cheating, let's be fair. He's cheating. On his fire station and things like that. We've got Barrow Milla, who already has brick factories as well. They're all cheating. Cheaty little people. So I might fall behind on some of the colonization stuff just because I'm focusing on aesthetics for myself. But oh well, it happens. I know about ornaments. Thank you, game. Alright, we're going to keep building this stuff out. Making our pretty little settlement. This music is still very loud, despite me having turned it down again. Let's just bump that down to about 30 and maybe take the audio down a tad too. There we go. Let's take a look at what Karl Leonard von Augustus Gloop, that's what we're calling him now. He's Augustus Gloop. Oh, he's building a nice little city over here. Has his bricklaying factory right next to it. 4 clay pits, lucky guy. Wish I had 4 clay pits. I only has the one. The one and only. But I'm gonna pop off with some ornamentation. Probably not with these easy, like, farm level ornaments here. I want the more exciting ones. Ah, and we have unlocked the pub, so I can now do some planning here for how I want to handle the need for a pub. So let's just think about it real quick. We're gonna simply remove one of these blocks and just plan out what I want to do to fit our pub in. So a pub and a marketplace. Normally you want to include those together in something like that. Let's think about how we want to slot you in. Well, there you go. There you have it. We'll just drop this. And then we'll go over here and do something similar with... Did I do these differently? Oh no, it's kind of the same. We'll just do it the same over here. And we'll throw in a pub. And a marketplace. Then we'll copy them both. And do the same alignment reversed over here. First things first, we're going to upgrade the marketplace. That will let us get rid of this one. And I can place my roads like so. All right. Build this out. And then we're going to copy this. Rotate it. And here we go. Bam! We have our symmetry back. Okay. Alright. With this setup, I need to be careful about expanding super fast and taking all the things down. I want to kind of gradually expand as needed instead of spamming all the stuff to start with, because then it's going to become a pain later on to add crops and things. I also still have this mission that I'm not really paying attention to. In fact, let's go ahead and just do it. Won't be too hard. Hello, good sir, Mr. Archibald Blake. He's stationed over here. He's selling anything cool.
Jolly surprise.
Attack range, movement speed, and trade prices. Oh, so it's limited duration. Darn, looks like it's gonna be cool. We also have now fish being produced. I put out one of those. If we look up at our production, we can see we have a surplus of fish. We have a need for schnapps and for work clothes, which we will incorporate over here. In fact, let's start thinking about that kind of stuff. Let us start with work clothes. Those tend to be pretty small comparatively. They have a 1-to-1 ratio of sheep farms to framework knitters. So let's think we're gonna have something like 2, maybe 3 framework knitters here. And we're gonna need 3 sheep farms for those. So we can do. We'll keep a gap in between here. No, we won't. Do 3 of these guys, and then on the other side we'll do a singular. Gives me rooms to expand. I can probably fit 1 more in here somehow in the future, but for now this will work. Probably will need another warehouse here in the future, but for now, this will do. That will be us good and handled. And he needs 8 of these.
Flagship awaiting
Things of wood.
instructions.
Transfer menu, give me, not all of them, 8, and then we will sail back to our good friend Augustus Gloop. Keep building out our population. And we need to think about the other good we have to produce in this age, which will be our schnapps. Also, fire stations are going to be important at some point. But schnapps, potato farms. This is also a 1-to-1 ratio. It's nice and neat of potato farms to our distilleries. And potato farms, if I remember correctly, have a big little range here that they can be built at. So what we're probably going to do is we're going to take this and move it as far back as we can go within reason. And we'll copy that. Then we'll have our... let's move these. I want these to be... We want to space is going to become a priority very fast in this game. So we want to plan ahead as much as possible with our designs. So we'll do something like this, keep them nice and orderly. And we'll throw in the schnapps distilleries. Thinking. We'll do it on the opposite side for now. Have a little road coming out, leaving this area free to do as we need. And with this, we will also want to include its own special warehouse, since this will be something we're going to be visiting in the future several times. So not our marketplace, our warehouse for this will be right here. We'll tuck it in against this cliffside. And there we go. Missing a sheep hold. Oh, I didn't build those.
Fields.
That makes sense. And then there we have our other good that's required for this page. And we have a quest. This one should be
Flagship
finished.
At your service.
Apparently I got a bug bite
Give
last
it
night while I
here.
was sleeping.
So, you
Got this little like bump on my arm and it itches. Itches very badly. Right, the Gloop gave us some money. This is a big quest.
Show me how strong your
A
values
sustain quest.
are. Seems we hold the same perspective.
Okay. Cool. That'd be easy for us to do. Alright, let's find us another island to explore. We've explored that one. There should be an island over here. Somewhere there is pirates, which I need to locate, and I'm hoping they're in the south. I would rather not deal with them. People are unhappy. They just need to smile more. And, you know, be merry. We'll build out some of our goods here, get us a surplus. We should start having some income. Because things like schnapps make us money, I believe. Maybe the workers pay for schnapps. I don't remember what the farmers
Honestly,
pay for.
I'm disgruntled.
Spy effects. Coins. Happiness goods. Just gotta get our production going and then we'll have a supply. Here's our island. Alright, we'll keep this closed out here. I don't actually need this. It's a little production island. Not big enough to build a really good settlement on, though.
Aye, aye.
My camera controls are terrible. I apologize. It's gonna take a while for me to get used to things. I need to just leave this in a single orientation and get used to it. Like this. This is the orientation we're gonna go with, and I'm not gonna touch the middle mouse button. Mostly talking to myself there. We're almost in the green for our goods. Got these cute little seagulls. Oh, they make noises. I like the little attention to details devs put into their games. Okay, this has a lot of good things here. Hops. Dude. This island also has hops, but this one has furs and hops. It is small. It does have zinc, a lot of clay. Okay.
Steersman.
So when I come up here, can I actually see the... I can see the... Sounds are all very close to each other. Oh, this is a pretty island. It's got this nice river aesthetic that's going for it. Okay. Let's sail the Endeavor back home for a little bit. We figured to have a quest. Is this our... Ah, our resident
You
quest.
can make better what's already gold. I've somewhat to put before a townsperson.
Find and collect the wild animal. Oh, jeez. This is always... The wild animal running around the streets of your city, probably near the farmers' residences. It's a wolf. I remember what it is. Where are you, Mr. Wolf? There's a cow. There you are.
I wish I'd a goose for your kindness.
Damage slowdown from ships. Cool. Alright, we're making money again. We are in the positive. Let's go ahead and build out our central district. This will be the guys returning into workers and then eventually citizens. And I think once we have citizens, we'll probably make something really neat here using their ornaments. For now, we're just kind of limited a little bit. In fact, I could actually just throw in another guy and do something like this. This look cool.
Raised a settlement.
They're starting to colonize, which is worrisome for me. The AI will take all the islands, then we're gonna have to go to war with the AI to get our islands back, but I enjoy the slow expansion of this. So if they do that, oh well. I'll learn to deal with it. No, I can't take that. I could do... No, I could not do. This is good enough for me. I like this. And we can start upgrading people to workers. We're going to finish filling out this station before we do our workers. Where is our clay pit? It's over here, so we're going to need to build out to it. We'll just expand this all the way out. Eventually, we'll need a workshop over here. We'll put it opposite the clay pit for now. Is this the same size? Oh, whatever. And we'll get one upgrade to workers just so we can start stockpiling.
You reached a new milestone.
The bricks we're going to need to make are going to be very important. Alright, those will be the first things we upgrade.
Honest work. That's all we ask.
And now we'll take the Endeavor. I'm not trying to upgrade you. I just want...
Flagship ready for
Is
order.
there a... Looks like the prison island's over there. Nice to see we got a spawn of the prisoner, or the jailer. We can sell him soap. Because he's a dirty, dirty man. Checking our production. Seems to be we'll need some more schnapps. So we will build more schnapps. What if I did something like this and I move it to where this is closer to... No, don't delete. M for move. That way it's closer for pickup.
Fire broke out.
Oh, we need to build fire stations. Okay, let's think about that. Where do we want to have our fire stations? Probably want to tuck them away somewhere nice and not necessarily hidden. Well, I like that. You can go there and then one over here. And you can do like a little...
Small amount of courage.
We just do something like this. In fact, we'll move it to have this one closer to where the first fire broke out. He covers all of that. We'll have one other one over here.
And not yet another crook-fingered wretch.
There we go. We have 2 fire stations. Probably don't actually need 2. I'm just doing this because I love symmetry. To the point where I'm going to let it cripple my economy. Anywho, we met the jailer.
It's not my job
He
to
sells
know
people.
their crimes, only to find a
Cheaper farms, better brick production. That's pretty good for us. Only 10% though. I'm not gonna build a trade unit. And then we have a sailor, and he of course will sell potatoes. Is this a sell? Man loves his potatoes. Close our quest book. Fire's still going. Can I dispatch you? We'll have to repair some stuff, but that happens. Such is the way of the world. The problem I'm gonna have is if anything happens way out here. So we'll just, for now, we'll move the fire department. We'll move this guy over here. Have him just man that. Let's go and delete that. Alright, we can start building the other things that are here. 6 more wood. We have all of them. These guys are all like segregated way down here, which is not bad because it's pretty close to us, and we're avoiding a lot of the conflict zones, which is nice. But if I go like over here, I'm sure I'm going to find the pirates. Too shabby, if I do say so myself. We have a shortage of workers. That's fine though. We'll have to upgrade our other thing, and then I'll start building more workers. Watch these guys fight the fires.
A competitor raised a settlement.
So we need a wheat location. This says wheat and fur. This is gonna be our next place we go and snag. We'll probably snag it on this side. By the bison. That sound like bears? But that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully before this lady does her thing here. What do you need to... In fact, we should probably pull back the Endeavor. Who sells... There's a quest.
Pull up your braces, buckaroo.
24 tons. That's a lot of bricks. Jesus, I might not be able to do that. He buys anything you have to offer, and he offers me timber. It'd be useful to buy us some timber here. Madam Gehenna, what do you have for us? That's not Madam Gehenna.
If you're after something unique, you can expect to pay for it.
Hops fertility. Grain fertility. We need some steel from Sir Archibald. Let's buy... Here, I'm going to have my trade items here. After this, I want to stock up to... Let's get 20 of these for now. That will allow me to expand this island down here, because we need 10 of that, and then a bunch of timber, I believe. Okay. Is the fire still going on? I thought we were done with that. Looking at our demand, we're still on top of things. The if anyone who's unaware, the blue bar is the demand, and the green is our supply. So, for our, let's look at consumer goods. Those are the ones we really care about. Just consumer goods. Construction materials, you don't, whatever. But consumer goods are fine. And we're doing good so far. We have way too many schnapps, but that's not a bad problem to have, since we can go and sell that stuff later. It's 24 tons of bricks. That's gonna be...
Fire has been vanquished.
Our fire's done. Let's go. Look at this beautiful quay they have, or like this. Ah. So satisfying. Also, we have this might be a very long series if people enjoy it, because I really love this scenic and building up these empires. But I have all the DLCs enabled, and there's quite a bit of them, so we could do a lot of building out and visiting all the DLCs, kind of giving a quick tour of all the different part of
I'm confident
this
it's ready
game.
to go. Really,
We have the newspaper.
marvelous to meet you.
I'll go ahead and publish it as is.
Or
I mean, I could edit it in,
anything
like,
my, our broadsheet.
Consumerism. I don't need the income at the moment, so we'll just publish, like I could do consumerism and flop that out,
Won't read between the lines.
but I don't need to do that. There's a shortfall of workers. That's fine. We'll publish it.
Changes? Really?
And they tend to get upset if you make too many changes to the newspaper. But I believe in a free press. Okay. I'm going to keep building this stuff out. I'll be back once we find something interesting. Probably the pirates is going to be what we're going to discover, and I'm going to come back and kind of talk about them. But for now, we're just stockpiling stuff, finishing up our upgrades here. I do have some
It's wise to be
goods that are being brought in from out of Gehenna, allowing me to look to colonize this island. This island's the one we're going to want, because if we look... I know I said I was going away, but I lied, apparently. But if we look at what workers need, they need sausage, which you can produce on any island, right? The other thing they need is bread. Bread requires grain, which we can get from this island, and then it also has the furs abundance, which will come in handy for our next civilization. Does this have anything? This has limestone, copper, and coal, and iron, which is all things we already have. Is there a reason why you would want to do a different island for our grain? I'll go with a no. I think this is fine for our purposes. Anywho, we're gonna come back after I've done some upgrades, built out some things, and established a stockpile of some of our timber and things. And I'll see you then.
A competitor.
Or she'll blow a hole in your mizzen.
All right, I was here doing some exploring. Looks like we found Anne Harlow, the pirate queen of the old world. Come look at her and see what she does.
Smile, or I'll
It's cool. I love the aesthetics here. Look at this fort with the 2 cannons she has. And she has more cannons over here. Really quite cool. Eventually we could end up killing the pirates if we wanted to. We can look at the diplomacy screen with the Phantom of the Opera running up here. We have Anne Harlow, of course, is at war with us. She doesn't like us. She has a lot more military, a lot less economy. You can see we are trailing behind an economy score against these guys. They tend to be more established, which is fine. We'll just have to catch up to them. Militarily, they are also ahead, which is not too much of a worry. We have this unsettled island here. Why am I seeing a dot? Ah, a pirate ship.
These
That's why.
men know the art.
Here's where Augustus Gloop has his second city, it seems. He's just now building it out. I had to add another sheep farm because we were basically at production cap. You can see we're starting to get a little bit too high on other goods, like our fish might need to be restocked. Keep upgrading our things. You might be wondering why I didn't spam a bunch of these timber lumberjack farms to start, and the reason for that being that you will suffer if you go with that strategy. It tends to not work in the long term. I need to move this one over and then move this one over. He said that 1% bothers me. We're gonna fix that. 1%, 100%, and 100%. There we go. Much better. Now, how are you doing? Okay, you're just doing just fine right now as a workshop. Eventually, we'll have to upgrade some of our workshops. That way, our productivity keeps going up. All right, we're starting to stockpile some farms and things, and I'm probably want to build us some sausage creations. We'll do some sausage over here. Let's look at the chain here. So, still a 1-to-1 here, and we're going to need a good amount of pigs and workers to get this running. We can also probably unlock sales eventually. Let's plan out our sausage production while I'm here. We'll quickly jump all over wood to get some upgrades going to our city, though. And now let's look at our sausage. Sausage, sausage, sausage. We have pig farms, which will go into it. They hurt our attractiveness. So we want to build them away from where we're going to be building all our cities out. Tempted to just put them over here. We have iron. We'll need to save this up for our iron. Those are our 2 iron deposits, which mean we'll need to build out quite an industry over there later. We also discovered another island. We've been discovering all these islands I haven't been checking out here. Grapes. This has some nitre. And then we have this island over here. Okay, let's get our ship back over here. That way I can soon build a settlement at this island before it gets snatched. Since we see our competitors are starting to get their second islands up, we need to get ours as well. Quickly do an upgrade here, and then back to the sausage farm. Let's see, pigs and sausage. Pigs are less unattractive than the slaughterhouses themselves, who would have guessed. We're also going to need sausage for the tallow farms that we're going to need to build for soap and things like that, so let's plan for that. Let's go ahead and move you over here, and we'll do a quick little road out here, and we'll start just populating our slaughterhouses. We'll do, for now we'll allow allotment for 2. And we'll do 2 pig farms. Pig farms are going to be interesting, because I have to remember how these are built. It's 1, 2. That's the design we're going to go for. We'll move this. Keep a nice little... I almost want to build it together and keep these 1 to 1. So if I remember correctly, you can build a silo with these. If I do this, and then later on you build... Also, you can customize these to look differently. Oh, I'm totally gonna do this. This is cool. Open field. Can I do like an open field here instead of like all these? This is so cool that you can like fine tune the different things. That's cool. I like that. Scratches that aesthetically pleasing brain of mine that I have every now and then. Why are these guys not able to upgrade? They don't have market access. Really, you don't have full market access? That seems a little wrong. But oh well. I guess we'll just build this market to try to handle some of that. Could allow me to upgrade these guys. They have their happiness met. Maybe I did need to move it closer. Well, I could do that. I can do exactly what I just said. We'll move these guys closer, and then that should handle our needs. Well, Blake has fulfilled thing. We have enough now where we can go and do our next island. So I'll need to do that. Get that set up real quick. But we are starting to run over on time here. So we've done a good progress so far. Gotten a lot done. We're getting set up to really scale out and build a really aesthetically pleasing city. And we have our pig farms running. They're a little low on workers, so I'm going to have to upgrade these guys. But that'll get done. And we're going to need to bump out our city. So let's go ahead and prep this. And we'll just need the wood. Get on, go and claim this island and start building our second little gathering spot. Does this have any... We're going to be really struggling for clay. Yeah, bricks are going to be a struggle. We might have to colonize this island and just get some clay set up here. It's not looking too hot. But that's something I'll have to deal with later. For now, I'm going to call some here. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you like some Anno, let me know. I have a really... Like I said earlier, I have a really soft spot for this franchise, so I'd love to be able to play out this game more. So just let me know, give me feedback, let me know what you think. If you like it, if you don't, that's all good and well. Anyways, I've been Sean, this is the Blue Screeners. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.